My name is Erez, and I have a goal. I actually have a huge goal. I want to race Dakar on a motorcycle. No one has ever tried the Dakar on a motorcycle, an amputee with a prosthetic limb. So it'll be the first time in history this will take place. So January 2016, I'll be in Dakar. I'll be the first amputee ever to race it on a motorcycle.
Now, for somebody with two legs and very physically fit, that's a big dream to have, racing the Dakar. Erez Avramov, thanks very much for being with us. Now you're facing this with a big challenge after being in a crash, almost losing your life, as we said, and now an amputee. Why the Dakar? Why? This is not an easy race.
Yeah, it's always the first questions that does come up. Why is a question that I kind of left behind, because this has been something I wanted to do for 20 years. After the accident, I thought I would never be able to ride a motorcycle, let alone after my amputation. But when I realized that it is a possibility, then it kind of showed me that now I can just pursue, any dream I have, and the Dakar was always there, and I just decided that if it's time to do it, it is now.
When you first got back onto a motorcycle, I imagine it wasn't easy, to say the least. What did you experience there? Did you think that one day you'd be able to get to this point, to be able to compete for a chance to make Dakar?
Never. I got a motorcycle in December after my rehab was kind of on a good pace, and I felt I was able to try. And I went the first time on a motorbike, and within 20 minutes I just realized I can't ride motorcycles anymore. It was painful, I felt unsafe, couldn't control the bike. It was just impossible. I turned around, went back home and told my wife, I just can't ride motorcycles anymore. But I couldn't sleep all night. If I was to give up this passion, it had to be for a very, very big reason. So I dug deep inside and realized that there are ways to do it, and I found a way to get back on the bike, and today I'm in a position to control it very well and be able to do things I've never thought I would.
Now you had to modify the bike so you could change in the control, change in the gears?
Yes, because the original setup of a motorcycle, because I lost my right leg, it's where the rear brake is. So I had to adjust the bike to fit that, so the rear brake went on the handlebar, and instead of having a clutch, I have a kind of a semi-automatic system that I don't need it anymore. And with some other adaptations, it really allowed me to be able to control the bike properly, and also we're building a special motorcycle leg that will allow more control and more comfort.
Now you have to qualify still for Dakar. You have a big race coming up, though.
Yes, there's a lot of qualification involved in such a big race.
Yeah.
And because I haven't done rally raids like this before, I have to qualify for an international race. There's one upcoming in March in Morocco, and I am aiming to be prepared for that.
For folks at home who don't know what the Dakar is, explain it to us.
Well, the Dakar Rally used to be called the Paris-Dakar Rally. It used to start in Paris and end in Dakar, Senegal. And in 2008, they changed the course and shifted the whole thing to South America because of terror threats. But this is the longest and toughest off-road race in the world. It's an epic adventure and a race. There's nothing like it anymore. It's 15 days over 10,000 kilometers off-road, all of it. So.
Right? I mean, that's a challenge for anyone.
And you say that the top riders 6 to 8 hours, and 14 to 16 for some of the other riders?
Yes, and for me, if I'm lucky, I'll be somewhere per day. Yeah, somewhere between 12 and 20 hours. If you don't get lost, injured, breakdowns, who knows? Every day is an adventure there.
We saw some of the footage. You're in the midst of making a documentary right now to sort of chronicle your journey to Dakar?
Correct. I've partnered with Peacemaker Filmworks, and our aim is to do a full documentary to kind of chronicle the journey from now until then, because we don't really know how things will evolve. It's a huge challenge, and I found that my story is very inspiring and people can connect to it. So we really want to show how it works with all the uncertainties in it, because we don't know.
Speaking of inspiring, you're giving an inspirational talk tonight. one of several speakers that is going to be talking. What sorts of things do you hope people take away from speeches like the one you're giving tonight and from your story?
What I found was that just sharing my story and my ability today to look at life from a different perspective is the biggest thing. I've never thought that you can really pursue the big dreams in life. There's always obstacles and things that come your way. But the ability to overcome them, it's not something special. I'm just an ordinary guy. And if I'm able to do it, my message is that anybody else can do it. And nothing is big enough not to pursue. People told me this is an impossible thing to do.
And you're out to prove them it's not.
I'm going to do my best.
That's an amazing story. Go get him in Monaco, and after you compete in Dakar, be sure to come back and tell us all about it.
We want to hear about it. Keep in touch. Thank you so much. Congratulations. Best of luck.
Thank you for having me.
All right. The ConsciousDiva.com is where the speech is happening tonight. ErezAvramov.com is your website, right? If people want to follow you on Twitter and support you along the way?
Yes.
Very good.
All there.
Thank you.